Welcome once again to our YouTube channel. Today we'll be continuing from where we left the last time. If you don't have access to the last time lesson on the overview of forensic accounting, can look at the description below and you'll find the link there. So if you take the forensic accountant and the financial accountant, they do things differently. While the financial accountant focused on the short term or let's say the long term financial transactions of the organization by recording them and reporting and forecasting, the forensic accounting is investigating each transaction, whether it conforms with the law, and then present it into the courtroom. So let's go ahead and look at the roles of a forensic accountant. So we have got a little bit overview of the little differences between the financial accounting and the forensic accounting. Now, let's dive a little into the role of a forensic accountant in the organization. When we talk about a forensic accountant, we are talking about that employee in the organization whose core obligation is to review financial documents, analyze financial data, tracing discrepancies, focusing and preventing financial frauds, and investigating complex business cases, and providing litigation support and ensuring compliance with accounting procedures. So one, they are going to assess or review financial irregularities and do investigation. They are going to collect data and analyze them as evidence. They are experts in testimony and support attorneys and legal teams. And they are the people who have the capability to detect hidden and misinterpreted data. We have talked about the forensic accounting, reviewing, analyzing, investigating. We asked ourselves, what's the core aim of he doing that? He's doing that to know that are there any financial misrepresentations? And when I touch financial representation, what is it caused by? Is it by intention or it's unintentional? That comes to our next topic, that's fraud and error. What's the difference between a fraud and what's the difference between an error in financial transaction? We are considering the differences between an error and a fraud. We need to first take into consideration whether that discrepancies or misrepresentation is its main purpose. What was the intention behind it? What causes it? How did it get detected? The results of it. What offense can it be? And the planning aspect. Through it, you will be able to detect that this particular misrepresentation or discrepancies is an error or is a fraud. So let's dive into it. When we talk about error, when we talk about the intention, we say error is unintentional. It's something the president planned for. But a fraud is an intentional thing. So normally, most forensic accounting will say that a first scenario may be an error. The word is may be, meaning that some first scenario can also be a fraud. So a first scenario may be an error, but second scenario or second case is a fraud. Okay, so the intention behind it The purpose. What was the purpose? Normal errors' main purpose is not to deceive or cause any loss to anyone. Okay, let's end it here, and we will continue with the differences between error and fraud in our next meeting.